Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Street Trading here with our weekly trade recap video. It's Sunday, wrapping up the weekend, ready to kick off another solid session in the markets next week. We've got a couple more days left in the March trading. I think we got Wednesday's gonna be the last day. Then we got to kick off first and second Thursday on Friday for April. We're looking at a 15-minute chart of SPY. Let's get right into it. So as you can see, the market was, it's been peeling to the backside since the 18th or so, and we've kind of seen that continuation to the downside last week throughout the session till we got that pretty significant bounce into into Friday's close. Obviously, you see the spike heading into the session, into after hours trading, and actually took out all-time highs, reached that 400 and got up to almost 4404. Quickly, it was just a quick wick, but nonetheless, it definitely took out highs. So, what is that telling you? Is it doing some stop hunting to have continue to the downside, or are we going to try to print more all-time highs in normal trading hours? That remains to be seen. We're not sold one bit, but that's a whole nother video, a whole nother conversation. We're going to talk about last week's session. So obviously, the boys playing that cat and mouse game to the downside. There were some pretty significant trades to the downside, some solid block trades actually that came across, swept. Obviously the market, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in this video here, but there was a lot of pressure to the downside. Now, that's that fear and uncertainty that we talk about to the downside time and time again. So when obviously prices are falling, you have that drop-based drop, you have that uncertainty going on, and long-term holders are sitting, how much could we take? Are we going to add to our position? We're going to average down and add more fuel to the fire. That's one strategy, but how far can you go? How far do you want to do that, right? So, at the end of the day, you got to trade what the market gives you. Your opinion really means nothing, as we all know. So you got to just stay focused on your trade plan, your trade thesis, and trade the flow. So stick to your plan and trade your plan day in and day out. Do not deviate. We are definitely looking at continued selling pressure. That's our personal thesis moving forward, but again, we could be completely wrong. That's where we always hedge to the upside as well. But last week was solid. We had some decent breakouts to the upside, and obviously we took some of these bloodbaths. We took VIPs to the downside, took DIS A to the down, SCA to the downside, and it was two significant cliff diving shorts for us. So one of them was just textbook what we teach our students, and obviously what it's our go-to bread and butter. So let's get into what we ended up trading, how we traded some of these securities, stuff we missed, some stops we took along the way. We got plenty of stops this week, and we had some situations this week in the middle part of the session, but this is one of those things. You got to mitigate your risk and cut losses quickly. So whenever you take losses, chalk it up as such, learn from it, move on. Don't bring that loss into the next trade, because it really has nothing to do with it, right? So let's get into details, and let's talk through some of the securities we ended up trading last week. All right, guys, let's get some details here.